Hello, it's the Friday Talkie. So I'm going to guess that what everyone's talking about right now is the new YouTube layout, and a lot of people don't like it. And I wanted to talk a bit about that, because shock horror, I like it. Yeah, saying that, right, first off, what most people seem to be objecting to is the home page. I don't use it. I stopped using it last time they changed everything around because to me it stopped serving any useful purpose at all. So when I come onto YouTube, log on, whatever, I go straight to my subscriptions page, and if I'm watching stuff, that's where I'm doing it from. I don't bother with the home page at all. So I'm guessing it's even more broken now. Doesn't affect me. Stopped using it. What I like though is the changes that have been made to channel layouts. They're optional at the moment, but my thinking is they were optional last time they changed it all around, right up until they were compulsory. So I figured I'll just get in there early and use the new layout and get to grips with it as quick as I can, because sooner or later everyone's going to have to use it. I don't necessarily prefer how it looks. Some things I find are better, some things are worse, some things make no sense whatsoever. But I at least now understand it, kind of. So I'm going to swing the camera around and show you how my channel works, because the thing with this is layouts with this new layout style can vary from channel to channel. How you treat your channel can affect how it looks, the kind of things that you want to raise the profile of, shall we say. So I'm going to swing the camera around and show you what I've done. Right, this is where I would be so much better off using a software screen grabbing, video recording doofer, but I don't have one, and stuff, you know me, can't be bothered. Just point the camera at the screen and keep it all shoddy and whatever. So yeah, this is my new layout. Up until now I have always had my collection video there, but I figured, okay, I'll just put my latest video there, because viewing latest videos seems to be just a little bit harder depending on the layout you use. And with the layout I use, I think newcomers to the channel who don't necessarily know how the whole layout thing works and how to get to all the content would just see my collection video and think that's all that I do, and get completely the wrong impression about the channel. So this will always be my latest video in this here box. Now, it is possible to have down your channel here, you could have big thumbnails of your latest videos or your selected videos, the ones you want to promote. I haven't done that. What I have done is put my playlists, and the first playlist is my uploaded videos. So if you want to watch all my latest stuff, you just click that and it will play them from the most recent to older ones, reverse chronological order, something like that, yes. Or you can click this and it will take you to that page where you can pick and choose which ones you'd like to see. So also here, playlists of, well, that's my collection and system reviews, Friday Talkies playlist, Q&A playlist, and then loads of gameplay stuff. And they're like selected ones, but if you want to see all of them, up here you've got these tabs, and if you go to the video tab, there you can see most recent uploaded videos, and you can of course cycle, you got all these here, so you can go from like most recent all the way to the oldest, really old stuff, every video I ever put up. Or you can go to the playlists, so where on that front page you've just got a selected few playlists, here you've got all of the playlists that I've made, and there's a couple of pages. It just makes it a lot easier to find stuff. If you want to find see what games I've done on the Dragon 32, well, there they are, they're all in a playlist, and you can either click that and it will play them in order, or you can click that and pick and choose which ones you want to see. There, right, back to the front page. Here we go. Other stuff. They have reduced how much information you can put on your front page about yourself. I mean, I have masses of stuff written on mine. I don't think anyone ever read it, so I guess it doesn't matter that it's gone. Useful links. This, I like this. I mean, you used to be able to add links anyway, but it meant having a load of text that was just the URL, and frankly it was a mess and not necessarily easy to see what the links were. These are much better. You've got loads of links there. They're all self-explanatory, so check them out at your leisure if you're remotely interested, which you might not be. Here is what I like. Now, there are some things missing. You can no longer see either who is subscribed to a channel or who that channel owner is subscribed to. That, I think, is a shame. But what it is possible to do is promote other channels if you want to, depending on the layout you use. Some layouts are less geared up towards promoting other channels, but I like to think I'm all about the community. So here are these. These are channels that I watch a lot. I totally recommend checking out these channels. You'll be familiar with most of them anyway. They were listed channels that were in my box and have been for ages. Most of them. I've swapped a few around. But then there's more, because there's this little list here as well, and you can expand it by clicking more, just there. Now, these are people who, they're my friends, they're people who've sent me stuff, they're people I've known for a long time and chatted with. You know, these are people who, they deserve a mention. I wish that there was more space, because I would have put in a heck of a lot more. And there's always going to be someone sitting there thinking, oh, he didn't list me, and to those people I'm sorry, there just isn't room. But I do like the ability to be able to list more people like this. I mean, before this, the featured channels, same number of slots as before, though it's cool that it's got whopping great big icons. It certainly draws your eye, though that's not necessarily an efficient use of space, but what the heck. And then having all these down here as well, it's just nice to be able to list more people. So yes, we have lost the subscribers list, the friends list, and all that kind of thing, and they were kind of useful, but not necessarily. This, you know, there's no one gets on here without a conscious decision being made to put them there, and so that makes them more relevant. A big downside, a big backward step in my opinion, is channel comments. I think YouTube's thinking here was channel comments are actually redundant largely. If people want to comment on a video, they can comment on the video page. Channel comments largely seem to be, hey, I like your channel, please subscribe to mine, or crap like that, or just thanks for subscribing. Or that's probably what YouTube assume it all is, and to a degree that is what they were, but it was also used for like just chit chat, and maybe their thinking is you can do that in PMs or video comments, something like that. I think they're just saving server time, bandwidth, something like that. I don't necessarily think that's a good thing. I did like having channel comments on the front of the channel. You can still leave a comment here. If you type in here, hit post, it will then give you a link just here saying view all channel comments, or you can click the feed button here and then go to this thing here, view comments only, and here are all the comments that used to be on the front of the channel that now take a minimum of 2 clicks to get to. That I think is bad. It's not good. YouTube obviously don't want people to use it. They want it to die out. It probably takes up server time, processor time, bandwidth, something. They don't want us to use it, so they're hiding it. Shame. What else is on the feed thing? The feed tab there. Largely, I apart from checking channel comments, it's like, what have I liked? What have I favorited? What have I haven't got it set to show what I've commented on, though you can set it. So if you comment on someone else's video, it will appear in your feed. I don't do that. Yeah, largely to me, I see the feed as fairly redundant. Some people might use it. But there it is. I do quite like it. I like also with these featured playlists, the whole thing is kind of, it's nicely arrangeable. If you click edit, yeah, you can do this and add stuff to your list, which is good. Also, you can drag them around to change the order that they appear in. You just you grab them by that little bit there, and you can move them around. That's good. It took me a little while to work that out. Yeah, I don't think you can do that with these other things, which is no, you can't. That's a shame, because it would be nice to be able to do that as well. So yeah, it's not going to be to everyone's liking. There is stuff that we are all used to that is missing, but it's also, it is tidier, it is simpler to look at and see what's there to a degree. It is still really easy to find videos on a channel. You just go to that, the videos tab, and there they all are. So even if they're not laid out on the front page, and some channels will be and some channels won't, on your own channel, it's probably, if you're worried about how many views you get, it's probably in your interest to have your videos all down the front. I probably should be worried or bothered or interested in that, but I'm going to assume that my viewers are clever enough to click that thing there, or to use the playlists. I think you're all pretty smart. I don't think you need the most recent videos or featured videos plastered all down the front. And by not having them plastered all down the front, I can plaster these all down the front, because I think these channels are great, and if I can help them by having them plastered all over my channel, I will certainly do that. Yeah, there it is. Some people won't like it. I do. I'm sure the home page is absolutely diabolically awful, but I came to that conclusion probably around a year ago and just plain stopped using it. So, you know, if I want to see who's doing what, I go straight to, when it loads, this page. This is where I do all my viewing of what everyone else is doing. Subscriptions is just the only place to go as far as I'm concerned. This page, my inbox, my channel page, all the rest of it, meh, don't care. There you go. Turning the camera around again now. Alright, there is a tag that's going around, and I don't know who started it, but it's a good one, it's an interesting one. So I'm going to respond to it. What is your favourite gaming related Christmas memory? I've seen a few interesting ones for this, so I'm going to answer it. Mine is from 1984, I think. In 1983, for Christmas, I got an Atari 2600 Vader that came with Combat and Pac-Man, and I spent a good chunk of the day playing that. Christmas Day 1984, this is the one that really sticks with me. Enduro, that's all I can say. We went to my Grand's place on Christmas Day. We had Christmas dinner and Christmas tea. We were basically there from about midday onwards, or say 11 o'clock in the morning, something like that. And I took a little portable, oh God, it was black and white, TV with me, because they, you know, they got their big telly and everyone's watching their TV programs. Christmas telly back then was, I wasn't interested. And I'm never have been into your family socialising kind of, it's like they say, you can choose your friends, but you can't choose your family. And my grandparents, I mean, both now deceased, good people. My immediate family, yeah, I only speak to one of them now. I don't speak to any of the rest of them, and even then it was difficult, really. I would rather have not been there. So there they are, doing all your family related stuff, and I was just like, but I had my Atari with me, and I had my portable TV with me, and I sat in the corner of the living room playing Enduro all day, and I was in heaven. Yeah, absolutely fantastic. I played it. I got to the point with that game that I could just, I don't think, did I ever push it right around the clock? I may have. I certainly got to the point where it just didn't stop. I didn't run out of lives, or whatever it is that you do. I think it's lives you run out of, something. Anyway, it just went on and on and on and never stopped. I was really quite good at it, and I sat there just playing it. And I remember my gran or my granddad or whoever saying, "Are you all right there?" And I'm like, "Yes." And they thought, I don't know what they thought. They didn't understand it. I don't know if they thought I was miserable or sulking or lonely or what. But I was just absolutely in heaven, sitting there playing on my Atari, non-stop, just Enduro. And I'm sure, I don't know. From a non-gamer and a non-obsessive gamer, that probably looks a bit sad, but you know, I really was enjoying it. That's a memory that, gaming wise, Christmas memory, really sticks with me. Frequently, I mean, I've had games for Christmas, but I have to be more sociable at Christmas now, but now I'm with people I choose to be with rather than have to be with. So yes, I choose to be more sociable and not sit and play a video game all day like I did then. Yeah, okay, keeping it short now. I'm going to go on to a shout out because I have got one, but this one again is going to be different. You will see why in a moment. Okay, shout out time. And normally, in fact almost always, I shout out retro gaming related channels. This time, just for a change, I'm going to do something a bit different and shout out a channel that's not entirely gaming related. There actually is some gaming content on here, but that's not what grabs me about this channel. What have we got there? Yeah, we've got no second prize intro music here, down at the bottom-ish. Intro music, but that's not what grabs me. This is all about humour and a sense of humour and what he does. The channel is pcfaulkner. He's been subscribed to my channel for some time. I've been aware of him in comments, fairly regular commenter, but only recently did I go and check out his channel. Normally I do, whenever people comment on a regular basis, I do check them out, but I don't know why it took me so long this time. But anyway, I finally got my house in gear and went and checked out his channel, and it is just so incredibly funny. Now what he does is clever. You're familiar with 8-bit Rob, Nez, Rob the robot on screen with computer generated voice. Now this is not the same as that, in that what you've got is a genuine actual real person sitting there on the screen. And now I think the speech is computer generated and has been typed in, and he is like miming, though you never get to see his head, so there are no lip sync issues. I think that's how it's done. I don't think it's him speaking and then it being processed through the computer, but I could be wrong. What is so fantastic is the combination of the things that he says, which are down-to-earth, everyday kind of things, your average common man kind of subjects, coupled with this voice and the odd little bit of things that he talks about that are very aristocratic. The voice is like an English aristocrat. Imagine 8-bit Rob, but sounding like English aristocracy, you know, could be royal family or something. But with that robot kind of feel to it as well. It is fantastic. I know, my channel being a gaming channel, most of the people watching are probably going to want a gaming related shout out, so me shouting him out probably isn't going to help him in terms of getting the right kind of audience to his channel. But for those of you with a very particular sense of humour, this channel is brilliant and I recommend it for that. Yeah, I mean, I could have shouted out a gaming channel, but I just thought, no, I have enjoyed this channel so much, I've been so entertained. He's the guy I want to shout out this week. So there, no, I'll do a gaming one next week. Yes, I mean, he is part of the gaming community. I don't know what other channels he comments on, but looking at his channels that he's linking to here, they are gaming related, certainly some of them anyway, you know. And there are active people within the community, some who do gaming related videos, some who do videos that aren't gaming related, and some who don't do videos at all, but they're still part of the community, and this is one of them. And I just think recognition, credit where it's due. I like what he's doing there. I'm waffling, but I like what he does, so there. Okay, pcfaulkner. If you're into bizarre, strange, very English comedy, do check him out. Okay, closing comments. I haven't got the faintest. is really what it comes down to. Yeah, more Commodore 64 actually is going to be the main thing this week. I will be putting up the videos of the games sent to me by Murray EFC78, and then I'll be going on and doing the videos. This probably won't, I won't get onto them until next week, week after. God, I don't know which week is which, you see. The coming week will be Commodore 64. The following week or weeks will be the stuff that was sent to me by Ninja Bear Hug. Yeah, so lots and lots and lots of stuff to come. I do want to get the Atari system review done. Yeah, interestingly, YouTube have started putting ads back on my gameplay videos, or at least they did the last one. I have no idea what's going on there. I know other people have been having a pretty hard time with the ads. I mean, they totally screwed over Trouble 8385. He did a video about that, and they just not just took away his ads, they shut down his AdSense account with no real explanation for why. And the whole thing is very disturbing, worrying, something annoying, the way they're behaving. But they have started putting ads back on my gameplay videos. Maybe they just didn't like the Amstrad ones, I don't know. Anyway, that has absolutely nothing to do with what will be upcoming, really. It's just something I thought of on the spur of the moment. Yeah, my head is still somewhat all over the place at the moment. I think I said earlier, I've had a migraine all day and a good chunk of yesterday as well. So I'm rambling more than normal, I think, or at least it feels that way. Yeah, alright. I can't think of anything coherent or meaningful to say now, so I'm going to go. Thank you for watching.